Good morning, everyone. I will be reporting about cybercrime response for the subject of CDI 402 presented to Attorney Jim Petrick G. Sison, my professor, presented by myself, Kaunga Haname. For the learning objective, we will be able to learn how will the Philippines respond to cybercrime. And also, we will be able to learn the different guidelines in responding cybercrime and cyber-related incidents. In responding cybercrime here in the Philippines, we have Office of Cybercrime. And that Office of Cybercrime has the authority now in responding about crime-related incident about cybercrime. And that office is under the Department of Justice or DOJ. For the information of everybody, DOJ is under the Executive Department of the Philippines government. No, they are responsible for upholding the rule of the law in the Philippines. It is also the government principal law agency, serving as its legal counsel and prosecution arm. So how did um, Office of the Cybercrime is created? Unsa man ang iyang authority? So the Republic Act number 10175 or the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012 created the Office of the Cybercrime or OOC. So within the Department of Justice and designated it as the central authority in all matters. So mo na siya naka-authorize relating to international mutual assistance and extradition for cybercrime and cyber-related matters. For the information of everybody, Republic Act number 10175 is also known as Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. Kani siya nga RA, it addresses the crime committed against through computer system. And it was approved last September 12, 2012. Ga-address na siya sa mga legal issues concerning online interaction and internet here in the Philippines. So, unsa man yung power and functions, no? So, according to Section 28 of this law, implementing rules and regulation, it will act as a competent authority for all the requests for assistance for the investigation or proceeding concerning cybercrimes. Ilahan ng trabaho tanan. They are authorized for that. Facilitate the provision of legal or technical advice when it comes to preservation and production of data, and they're also authorized when it comes to collection of evidence and giving legal information and location of the suspects. Furthermore, it will also act on complaint sa mga tao, mga reklamo, sila na mo hear ana, and cause the investigation, prosecution of cybercrimes and other violation of the act. Also issue and promulgate guidelines, advisories for the people, and procedures in all matters related to cybercrime investigation, forensic evidence recovery, and forensic data analysis consistent and industry standard practices. So sila na gyud bahala ana. They have a system procedure for that. So there, kabalo naman tag unsa nga office ang response when it comes to cybercrime related incidents. So now we will be tackling og kinsa tong mga agency nga mulihok ani or kinsa ang agency ang mo-cooperate ani. So the Cybercrime Division of the National Bureau of Investigation and the Anti-Cybercrime Group of the Philippines National Police are the law enforcement agency or LEA responsible for the investigation and prevention of cybercrime in the Philippines. So sila na ang mo response for that. So unsa man lang work, they are also required under the law to submit regular reports including pre-operation, post-operation, and investigation results and other documents. So according to the law pod, they have the duty to do for that. Ilahan ng trabaho. So if natay mga problema when it comes to cybercrime related incident, ato jong duolon ang PNP and the National Bureau of Investigation, and then sila na bahala ana, and then they will forward the report to the Office of the Cybercrime para malihok. So the Department of Justice or the DOJ nga under niya ang Office of the Cybercrime, mag-interconnected regional sila kay usara man sila ka office, and ilahad yung central authorities in the monitoring of all matters relating to cybercrime, and ilang function also include receiving regular reports from the law enforcement agency, as what I said ganiha, that's the NBI and the anti-cybercrime group of the Philippine National Police. Sila na ang mulihok ana. So now we will be talking about guidelines. So unsa man joy guidelines when it comes to prosecuting cybercrime cases. So the first step in prosecuting cybercrime cases is for responsible for the law enforcement agency to identify the criminal is by determining his or her internet protocol address or IP address. Now, mo dyan first step nilang buhaton. Identify the IP address. The challenging part sa LEA is that there are innumerable measures to hide one's identity, such as the use of services that will mask a user's IP address by routing traffic through various servers. So although challenging na kayo karon kay nagkakuan ang technology, pero maning kamot gyapon ng atong agency nga makuha or magsakpan gid tong suspect, no? Second, it is also recommended that the law enforcement agency will conduct a thorough investigation before executing a search warrant on the scene of the computer-related crime to avoid delays, since they will know in advance what to expect at the crime scene and will be able to determine whether there is a need for expert for the purpose of collecting data. So magtinabangay ra gyapon ni sila, if dili na makaya sa LEA, mangina na sila tabang sa forensic nga mga expert. So using the resource materials and valuable information obtained from the surveillance, the law enforcement agency will then secure a search warrant from the court. Thereafter, pursuant to the said warrant, it shall order the ISP to disclose or submit the subscriber information, traffic data, or relevant data in its possession or control within 72 hours. Evidences should be evaluated with the assistance of expert on digital forensic. This is also because computer evidence require knowledge in a wide array of program system. Of course, dili basta-basta ni, no? Dapat expert yun ang mo examine ani, such as DBase 3, Lotus 1, 2, 3, and other word processing languages which are not known even to the best trained investigator. Since digital evidence can be easily altered para ma-preserve jud ang investigation on may examine jud, it analysis should be done by expert to preserve its integrity and authenticity. Digital forensic determine the cause of the cybercrime, the manner in which it was committed, leads on the cybercriminal an existence of contraband by analyzing not only digital data but also its relation to the pieces of documentary evidence recovered from the area of search. So therefore, dili jud sayon ang trabaho sa atong law enforcement agency when it comes to cybercrime related incident. No, daghan kay silang procedure for that, and dili pud sila basta-basta makatrabaho if they are not expert. My conclusion about my topic is that the growth of cybercrime is very alarming nowadays. So recent survey shows that with advancement in technology and anonymity in the internet, cybercrime will increase in severity and in number over the years. So the more we will hide ourselves in the computer or in the technology, the more nga maglisod ang atuang law enforcement agency. So threat siya sa all sector of the society, either businesses, banks, infrastructure, software companies, o uban pang laing cyber threat. So a cyber criminal stationed in one country can commit a crime in another state with the impunity. So lisod kayo ang cybercrime kay dili ra diri sa Philippines, it will also affect other countries. Pero still, thankful gyapon ta kay atong gobyerno galihok jud no when it comes to cybercrime related. And with this realization, more and more countries are now adopting an inter-country cooperation approach. So gatinabangay gid tas sa ubang nasod against cybercrime. Interstate treaties harmonize law in signatory countries and establish system of mutual cooperation. So para mahunong ra gyud ning cybercrime, so we have to help each other no from country to country. Cooperation approach ra gyud ang dapat ani. And guys, thank you so much for listening. I'm done with my report. I hope you learned something. Thank you.